Hello everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and today I am going to be streaming this, but tips and tricks for Five Nights at Freddy's 2 and how to survive it. So, you can take this from me, as I've done, obviously, nights 1 through 5, then I've done night 6, I've done all of the presets here as well. So yeah, but let's just get into it. So we're gonna go into a new game, and I'm gonna guide you through each night. Vintage Pizzeria and give a new life. Come be a part of the new face of Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. What could go wrong? $100, 50 cents a week. To apply, call 155 Fazbear. Pretty cool. So I am doing the console version. I am gonna also mute the call because you're taking tips from me here. Alright, so you can view the here you can view the vents. For me, it's circle. If you're on mobile, you tap the light, and if you're on PC, you click the light. And if you're on PlayStation, it's circle, obviously. Any other console, I wouldn't know the button, but it's probably the middle right button. And then control would be the flashlight. If you're on PC, just tapping the middle. Use the flashlight on mobile, and X for PlayStation. So R1 enables your mask, or the red down arrow for some people, right here. And you're gonna need this mask a lot. Look around and everything. And then you can take it back off. You can scroll around in the office, and then L1, or the white down button, pulls up your cameras. And you can hold control or whatever your flashlight button was for the office on your cameras, and it'll shine a light. Don't worry too much about your flashlight. You're not going to need it in this first night too much. So here's the show stage with Toy Bonnie, Toy Freddy, and Toy Chica. They aren't going to be active, surprisingly, throughout most of this game. They're going to be active on the first 2 nights, and then they're kind of going to disappear until later on. Cam 11 is what we're going to be mainly focusing on, because this is where you wind the music box, and for me it's holding circle. And this is mainly where the puppet is. This is where the puppet is, but it can leave if the music box goes down too low, and you just leave it there for a bit. The puppet will escape from the box and kill you. So on later nights, this is going to be the only camera you're going to be on, it's going to make it really hard if you just switch between cameras like this. So yeah, prize corner, show stage. This is where Mangle starts, Kids Cove, and you can hear static. Go about more on Mangle later. This is the game area where BB spawns in. Hold on. Oh no, I accidentally did that. Well, we're going back in. I did not mean to close the night. I think it went by a little too fast, and I thought I had a cheat on, but no. Sorry about that, guys. So we're gonna go back to what we were talking about. This is the game area where BB resides, or where he starts. BB will disappear once he starts moving around until he gets into the vent, so you will never know where he is. And yeah, if you stare at his camera, he'll randomly say hello, hi, or laugh. That's funny. Cam 7 is the main hall, where most animatronics will just start. Like, once they become active, they'll start here in the main hall. Cam 8 is where the old animatronics reside. So Withered Bonnie on the top, the left is where Withered Chica is, and then the right is where Withered Freddy is. So this is where they start. Party Room 3, only Withered Freddy and Toy Bonnie go here. Party Room 4, there is an Easter egg here with the Paper Pals. The one on the left, or Balloon Boys, can go missing. Party Room 1, this is where the animatronics will be right before they go in an event, if they do go in an event. And then left air vent and right air vent means they're in the vents. If you see them on the cameras in the vents, then you're fine. But if they're in your office, or you see them right here when you flash the light, you're not fine. And the only ones that'll be able to do this, for the left is Toy Chica and Balloon Boy, and for the right is Mangle and Toy Bonnie. Toy Bonnie differs a lot, actually, when it comes to this, because usually most will leave once you put the mask on. Like this, they'll leave, after a maximum of 5 seconds, but Toy Bonnie can stay there for longer, and then Toy Bonnie will start a blackout, and Toy Bonnie is very problematic in, 1020 mode. You can go over to the left and honk Freddy's nose. For me, it's triangle. It might be different for you guys. But yeah, so it's 1 a.m. on night 1. At 2 a.m., things are going to start happening. The music box is going to start ticking down. And Toy Bonnie and Toy Chica have a possibility of moving. Their AI is going to go up to 1. Right now it is 0. This is probably my favorite Five Nights at Freddy's game. Alright, so it is now 2 a.m. and if you go right here, you can see the music box is ticking down. We're just gonna wind that sucker back up for right now. You really don't have to stay in that camera and worry about it all that much for the first 3 nights, three or 4 nights. You really can look through the cameras, but at like night 5 and on, you're probably gonna have to just stay on the music box because the music box starts ticking down much faster. And so, yeah, Toy Bonnie has a possibility of moving right now. Toy Chica and Toy Freddy can't move unless Toy Bonnie is gone, and Toy Freddy can't move unless both are gone. So now we're just looking around. Okay, so you heard footsteps, right? That meant someone was gone, and lo and behold, it is Toy Bonnie. So, Toy Bonnie is right here. It is a completely different render on console and remastered mobile ports than on the original. The other time Toy Bonnie will have his guitar. But you see the flashing arrow here, right? That means that the music box is either very close to being wound down or completely gone. I can wait here for a second, see the puppets popping out her cute little head, and now if it's at this stage, once it rotates I'll show you. If the puppet is at this stage, that's dangerous and you gotta wind the box up, or the puppet from that point will escape. So, Toy Bonnie was right here, and now Toy Bonnie is right here. So Toy Bonnie is about to get in that vent. And it looks like Toy Chica is in my hallway right now. It is okay if Toy Chica's right here. You don't need to put on the mask until Toy Chica appears right here. So yeah, you'll be fine. She's gonna, after this, Toy Chica's gonna go to cam 1, and then she's gonna go to cam 5. So we're gonna continue to wind the box up. And yeah. You can put on your mask if you feel safer, but it isn't gonna do anything. Only time for night 1 you would put on the mask is if something moved, and it's Toy Chica. See, she left anyway. And she went straight for the vent. Goodness gracious. And then Toy Freddy, since he left, he's gonna be here, and once he comes from here, he's gonna be in the hallway. And there's 2 stages there. So once they're here, you don't have to be scared still if they're still appearing on the cameras. You just have to make sure to check this left vent, and if they're gone off the cameras at this point, that means they're in your left vent. Like they're dangerously close. So we're gonna wind the music box all the way back up, and then we're gonna look around. Nothing here yet. They are on a pretty low AI. I did hear some movement, and that is Freddy. When an animatronic is moving into your hallway, the light will start flickering and you won't be able to use it. Or if they're moving out. Okay, so you see Toy Chica right here. You're gonna put on your mask and wait at least 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you hear a vent thumping, that's probably Toy Chica, but on later modes, it's gonna be harder to tell. Okay, so Freddy is close now. At this point, if you want to, you can put on your mask and he'll go away eventually, or you can put your camera up and he'll come into your office. This is a good point to get in the habit. If Toy Freddy's at this stage, you want to put camera down, put on your mask, always, if you think an animatronic is about to come in your office like this. So that should be Toy Bonnie, and that is, as you can see, Toy Bonnie is trying to come in the vent. And my battery, I still have battery as well. It's funny because Scott gives you a lot of battery. But you're safe right here. Toy Freddy's still not in attack mode until he enters your office. Okay, I did hear some movement, and that's Toy Chica. The animatronics are getting very aggressive here for night 1. I've still got a good bit of battery. Okay, so you see Toy Bonnie right here. Put on your mask and wait. And Toy Bonnie's gonna go across, and that's fine. Toy Bonnie went across, and she's gone now. And you're fine. I heard some movement, and that is Toy Bonnie right here. But we're fine. So now, at this point, when your light starts flickering, your battery's almost out. But I survived night 1. Toy Freddy did not come into my office, thankfully. Alright, so now starts night 2. They're going to be adding 3 more animatronics, which are BB, Mangle, and Foxy. And I'll explain their mechanics as they come out. BB's is literally the same as Toy Chica, except you're gonna hear, every time BB moves, you're gonna hear him say hi, hello, or he's gonna laugh. And he's gonna go here, then he's here, then here. And after after you hear him 4 times, that means he's in your right vent right here, staring at you. Just put on your mask and he'll go away, just like Toy Chica and Mangle and Toy Bonnie. But if he does get into your office, then he will not jump scare you. He will just disable your lights so you can't look in the vents and you can't flash the hall, which will make Foxy jump scare you if you don't die already to an animatronic that's staring at you in the vents that you can't see. The music box also ticks down immediately at the start of the night, and the animatronics will start moving around at 1 AM this time, along with BB and Mangle. Mangle is the same. She's gonna come through the right vent though, and you're gonna hear Mangle static in your office. When you do, you just throw on the mask and wait till you don't hear the static, and then Mangle is gone. And if Mangle gets in, you still have a little bit of chance left. Mangle's gonna show up on the ceiling, and there's no getting Mangle out of your office if that is the case. So you're just gonna wanna hope and pray that you don't get a jump scare to Mangle. And usually, that won't be the case. Usually, you'll get lucky with Mangle. Or at least from my experiences, I barely die to Mangle, even if Mangle is on the ceiling staring at me. Whoa. Oh, it's Mangle. See, Mangle's active now. It's okay, though, if Mangle's right here. He obviously can't attack, and BB's on the go. Now we just gotta wait for these animatronics to go. And now, let's talk about Foxy. Foxy has a unique mechanic, and Foxy will not be fooled by the mask. Whoa. Foxy will not be fooled by the mask. So, once you hear a certain noise, you are going to look in the hallway. And now it is 2 AM, so this means Foxy has a chance. Oh, and there's Mangle. But it's 2 AM, so Foxy actually has a chance of attacking at this point. So, if you hear a certain ambience, okay, and there's BB. If he says something and you hear vents, then it's probably just BB in there. But you're safe, he's not gonna appear right now. But back to what I was saying, so that noise right there, it's probably Foxy. So, you see how the light's flickering, it's fine, and Foxy's in the hallway. You wanna flash him a little bit on night 2, you'll be fine, and then he's gone. And you're safe. If you don't flash Foxy, well, you die. And hiding in the mask will not save you, along with the puppet. The puppet will still jump scare you even if you have the mask on. Okay, now, you heard the second hi. That means BB is right here. It'll always be a hi. I also want to say, it'll always be a hi when BB's right there. It can't be a hello or a laugh. It's always going to be a hi when BB's staring at you right here. So you're going to put on your mask and wait till you hear something. And he's gone. So now the static's back, and Mangle's right there, and it's probably Foxy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And he should be gone. Okay, he's not gone. Or is he? No, he is gone. It's just another animatronic that's making that noise. So this noise will occur if an animatronic is in attack phase, or is very close to your office to getting into attack phase. So, like, if the toy animatronics are right here, you would hear it. If Toy Freddy's in the hallway, you would hear it. If Foxy's in the hallway, you would hear it. If Mangle's in the hallway, you would hear it. And so you see Toy Bonnie right here. Again, we went over this in night 1. Just put on the mask and Toy Bonnie will go away. And then you can take it back off, and yeah, you're good. Mangle should be right here. Oh, Mangle's getting aggressive. So, Mangle is right here. You don't have to, you're fine though right now. Until you hear static when you're not on Mangle's camera, you'll be fine. This night will probably seem overwhelming at first because they're adding 3 new animatronics, but you should be fine. As long as you're following what I'm saying. So see, I'm not even looking at a camera and I hear Mangle. That is because Mangle is right here. So you're gonna put on your mask until you don't hear the static. And Mangle's gone. And Mangle just came back. So Mangle is being very aggressive with me today, in this night. And that is not good. So you can see Mangle right here. It's fine if Mangle's there. It's not gonna cause any harm. Something with Mangle to know is Mangle will randomly choose between side 2 and side 1. Okay, there's Toy Chica. Let's flash Foxy because we don't want to get too distracted. We should be good now. And we want to check the vents because their animatronics are dangerously close. At least Toy Chica is. And it might not show Toy Chica right here, but she's still there. It's just because BB was blocking the way. It'll only show one animatronic in the cameras at one time, unless Mangle and another animatronic is there. Because something interesting with Mangle is Mangle isn't even a Mangle's renders are transparent and there's no background, so she's not rendered with the camera, it's just her overlaying the cameras. Okay, so Toy Chica's right here, so just put on the mask, wait till you hear something, and she's gone. This will become less reliant, though, as the nights go on, as you won't know what thumping you're hearing. Okay, so it's just Toy Chica. So just keep winding the box. You can look around if you want to hear what's crawling in the vents, and it's just Mangle. Because Mangle is aggressive for me. Usually you won't get Mangle even one time, but for me, I'm probably going to get Mangle twice. And who is that? It's Toy Chica. Toy Chica is also aggressive. So, it will seem overwhelming at first, but you'll still be okay. You'll be fine if you focus. Okay, so that's just BB. Okay, so I heard a hi, so I know it's BB's here, because I saw him in the vent and I heard a noise, so I'm gonna put on the mask. So I'll hear more thumping. And I still won anyway. So, that is great. Alright, so, we're back here. Yeah, they're slightly looking at us now. If you started a new game, you would have gotten this cutscene once booting up the game. But, I didn't start a new game because I beat Golden Freddy mode, and I don't want to lose that achievement. I want that Golden Freddy plushie to stay because I don't feel like doing Golden Freddy mode again, as it is very RNG reliant. It's not fun. I've already done a Golden Freddy mode guide, so if you want to watch that, check it out. Alright, so third night, there's going to be adding in 3 more animatronics, which are Old Bonnie, Old Chica, and Old Freddy. So the old animatronics are being added here. These will seem harder at first, but trust me, in my opinion, they're easier than the toy animatronics, once you get used to them. Oh, also, Mangle is completely inactive on night 3, so you won't have to worry about Mangle for night 3. And the toy animatronics are, you're barely gonna see them. You saw them a good bit in nights 1 and 2, but night 3 you barely see any. If anything, you might see Toy Chica in the hall, and you might see Toy Bonnie in the vents, but once, and that's about it. Same with night 4. You barely see them. So Foxy will appear at 12 AM. Just flash your light at him a few times. And once you stop hearing the music, he's gone. At least at this point. Okay, so Withered Bonnie is out, and so is Withered Chica. Usually they don't come out this fast, but I guess I'm getting unlucky this time, guys. So don't fret unless they are about in the vents, and then I'll teach another strategy, which I'll do right now. So if an animatronic is, like, let's just say Withered Chica or Withered Bonnie is in the vents, or Withered Freddy's in the hall, you're gonna, as soon as you put the camera down, since they have a chance of appearing in your, oh, and I heard a vent, and it's Withered Chica. Okay, so this is perfect. So what you're gonna do, put your mask down every time you drop the monitor. So wind the music box, camera down, mask on, immediately. So you avoid them. You always want to get into the habit of this until they leave. In later nights, you're going to be doing this the whole night because the animatronics are far more aggressive and it's harder to keep track of where everything is because there's so much activity. So there's nothing here, so you can check around. And Withered Bonnie is about to go inside the vent, so you're fine with him, but Withered Chica is in attack mode, or about to be. And it's all timer based, so you have to react fast with the mask or they will kill you once they're inside your office, and then the lights will start flickering and all that. So L1 R1 for me. For you it'd be white button, red button. And you can flicker with Foxy too. Who is that? It's Freddy. Freddy's in attack mode. So once Freddy's here, you also want to do that because at that point Freddy's in attack mode. On night 3 they are a little more lenient. Alright, I got a Freddy. Usually you won't get Freddy. Freddy, for some reason, is aggressive for me. And if nothing... Oh, and I got my camera pulled down. Whoa, that's not good. So that will throw you off guard. Sometimes they can pull your camera down, and you can't do, like, anything. You're just gonna have to react to it. That's why it's best to not stand the cameras too much. Alright, so Withered Bonnie's in the vent, so now I'm gonna continue this. L1, R1, check the left vent, flash 2 times, check the right vent. And then, once you're on this side, left vent, flash, flash, right vent. Mask, like this. This is what you're gonna be doing. Or you can, and I got Bonnie. See, that's why it's always good to get this down pat, because Bonnie entered. And if I could have not expected him and died to him, so you want to get the strat. Is that Freddy? Or is that Foxy leaving? It's Foxy leaving. See, it's 3 AM and the toy animatronics are still inactive. So she's about to go in the vent. When Bonnie's at your door, which I think he is right now. Yeah, Bonnie's at your door, you're safe. It's fine. He can't attack unless he's about to go in the vent. And I don't need to do the mask thing right now because no animatronic is in attack mode yet. But keep in mind that your camera can get pulled down by an animatronic if they're inside your office. And it's also best to not stay on your cameras for too long if an animatronic made it. Oh, and I got a Bonnie, because I heard the vent, so I knew something was in attack mode, and it was Bonnie, and he came in immediately. And I heard another vent sound, so that means that Withered Chica is in attack mode. Pull your... Just keep doing this. It might get hard, and you might miss the mask, but that's fine. That's not... the game, that was your fault. You'll get used to it though. You'll get used to doing this. I'm playing on controller, so I just have to hit a button to trigger it. And also another way to check, you see how Withered Chica's here? You can stall Withered Chica if you stare at the vent like this. But if you go off the vent, Withered Chica will be able to get in. And if you want to keep checking, if Withered Chica's not in the vent anymore, then that means Withered Chica's in your office. And you need to put the mask down as soon as you drop the camera. So you can check. See, Withered Chica's not in the vent, so she's in my office. So L1, R1, and obviously she was here. Or whatever your mask button is. And then Flash Foxy, since he's there. Sometimes it won't appear as Foxy's there, but Foxy is there, because there can only be one animatronic in the hallway rendered. Sometimes 2, and those 2 are Bonnie and Foxy, and Mangle and Foxy. But other than that, it might appear as Foxy's not in there, but he is. Because I guess Scott didn't feel like rendering anything, and when Foxy's here, you're safe. And that also means everything else is gone. So here's Withered Freddy, and Withered Bonnie is in the vents. Even if you can't see it, it's because BB's blocking him. But Withered Bonnie is in the vents. See, look, if I look back, Withered Bonnie's gonna be right here, because Withered Bonnie was already there. And BB's here. So yeah, you will see BB a bit, but nothing we haven't heard of. We're gonna... Oh, and my camera got pulled down. See, that's why you can't... You have to be ready to put your mask... Oh. You have to be ready to put your mask down as well, because you will get your camera forced down, and it might catch you off guard. So you don't want to do that. And I am using a bit too much battery. You don't want to use as much battery as I'm using. as well, it'll go out, and then Foxy has a chance of killing you. There's, how many stages? There's 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 5 stages before your light goes out, and that is 4 batteries, 3 batteries, 2 batteries, 1 battery, nothing, and flashing, and then it's out. I might have done math wrong, that might have been more stages than I said, but that's besides the point. So you see how we haven't seen a single toy animatronic yet, but... And I won. And I didn't even face any toy animatronics. So that's night 3. It's pretty easy night once you get used to once you get used to putting on the mask with the old animatronics. You're gonna get taken back to this, and Golden Freddy is right there. I don't know if that's Golden Freddy or Fredbear though. I think Fredbear actually. I may be wrong about that though. So you can look around, and now we're going on to night 4, which just makes things a little bit harder, but it's still not that hard. Night 5, in my opinion, is when things start to get a little hard. Night 6 is exponentially harder than night 5, so yeah. I even have a chance of dying on night 6, which I will do a guide. I'm gonna do nights 1 to 6. So night 4, basically the only difference here is they add Mangle in, and the old animatronics are more aggressive. So we're gonna start utilizing our time on the music box and stop checking around cameras. And since we're doing that, we're gonna want to wind the music box and immediately put your mask down every time you pull down the camera, like that. Just because it's a good thing to get used to. You want to get used to that, because later nights you're going to need to do that, or you're probably gonna fail a bunch. So flash Foxy a little bit, flicker him, don't spend too much of your battery on him. Just go right to left and then left to right, like this. This is what you want to keep doing. And if Foxy's not in the hallway and you know he's not, oh, there's Mangle. If you know he's not, like, there's no ambience right now, so obviously Foxy is not in the hallway. You can just check the vents if you want to. And you don't even need to check the vents if you know nothing's there. So, you don't even need to bother doing that. Alright, so, that is probably Foxy again. It is. So, flash Foxy a little. And there's Mangle. So, Mangle is gonna be aggroed right now. She's not gonna be aggroed, but, at this is the point where... Okay, so Foxy is gone. He's back here, and no old animatronics are out. Very odd. This is the point Mangle will restart once you get her through the vent. She won't go back to the prize corner. So just wind the music box, because at this point, it's going to be going down really fast, and Mangle's gone. So you want to get used to doing this. L1, R1, circle, XX, circle for me. L1, R1, circle, XX, circle, L1, R1, circle, XX, circle for me. This is on PlayStation. Yours might be different. Whatever controls it is. So you're just gonna keep rotating this. Even if there's no old animatronic near, it's still good to get practice in with this, because you're to the point in the game where things are gonna start getting rough. So there's nothing there right now, and I know there's nothing attacking me, so I can just stay on my cameras a little. I can look around.
Hello.
No old animatronic is active still. That's very weird. So BB's in the vent, you could hear it. And there's Mangle. Mangle has to be right here to go in the vents, but Mangle will randomly go between cam 1, 2, or the vent. So there's a 50-50 of Mangle going to cam 1 or cam 6. From cam 2. If she's in cam 1, she'll always go back to cam 2 when she successes her movement opportunity with her AI. I could go into how the AI works more later, but there's no reason to do that for the guide, as you probably just want to know how to win, not how things work. Okay, so I hear Mangle. So, he's right here, you hear her, so put on the mask. Wait till you don't hear static. That means Mangle's gone. I don't even need to check because I know Mangle's gone. And BB should be right here because I heard a hi and he was already in the vent. So we're gonna wait till we hear thumping. And he's gone. That's great. Mask down. Just flash Foxy a little. L1, R1. Also, where are the old animatronics? They were more aggressive at night. Oh, there's Withered Bonnie. They were more aggressive at night 3 than this one. I don't have the exact AI numbers, so I don't even know if that's just coincidence or luck or that's what it's supposed to happen. I'd have to look at the AI numbers. So now I know Withered Bonnie is in the vents. Oh no, it was Withered Chica. I swear, Withered Chica jumped through everything so fast. I thought a second ago Withered Chica was in Cam 8. Oh, and I got my camera pulled down. You gotta be ready for that. And you're good. No music. You're free right now. However, there's still the only animatronics that can attack when there's no music going on. You know that ambience is Golden Freddy, which will appear in night 6, and BB. So BB can be in right here, and you won't hear the music. So it's always, if you don't hear music, just make sure you know where BB is, or you listen for him. So going off what I've been saying, just keep doing this. L1, R1, or camera, flip up, wind music box for a few seconds. Back down, mask, left vent, flash, flash, right vent, mask down, and then right vent. Yeah. So Withered Bonnie, I know, is about to go in the vent, and I can check right here to confirm it, and so is Withered Chica. So technically, right now, you don't have to keep flipping your mask down, because nothing is about to attack. But now there is. And I would still practice this on night 4 and on, because it's just good practice. So we got another blackout from old Chica, or Withered Chica. And wind the music box a little, L1, R1. No. And there's nothing here. Let's see, is Withered Bonnie. Withered Bonnie's in the vent. I didn't even hear him go in the vent. You want to listen for vent sounds, so you know. And you want to make sure you're aware of where the animatronics are, so you can know who's going in the vent and who's not. Alright, so I'm gonna wind the music box a little more. And we're just gonna keep repeating this. It's night 4, 5 a.m. Getting pretty far. I wouldn't say this is too much harder than night 3. Night 5 is, but not really night 4. Night 3 and 4 are kind of the same for me on difficulty. But I've been playing the game for a long time, so what am I talking about? Might be different for a new player. Alright, so old Chica's in the vent, so yeah, there you go, I got her. I usually keep the mask on a little more, and I'll explain why in later nights. Alright, wow, we got Withered Freddy, and he came really fast. I didn't even get enough time to see him in the doorway before he came in here. Something's in the vent, and it's mangled. Alright, so just put on your mask until you don't hear static. You're good. Flash Foxy a little. L1, R1, yeah, you know. Oh, and we won. Alright, that's night 4. Night 5 is things are gonna get cranked up a bunch, because the toy animatronics are gonna be a lot more active than they've ever been. And the toy animatronics are very annoying. Also, here's the puppet. Yes, very cool. So, going through this cutscene again, because I have no choice. Night 5, the music box also ticks down very fast, much faster than what you've seen before. Yeah, I'll show you what I mean when I go there. I'm just gonna show you on the camera. So we've gotten to night 5. Night 5, things are gonna get tough. So you can look around in the office, meet the call. I'm going to look how fast this thing winds down. That's very fast. Especially when you have to deal with animatronics blackouts and you're not able to get to it. So I'm gonna keep this thing wound up. And you're gonna be on cam 11. From here on, do not switch your camera. Night 5 is when things get dangerous. So you're gonna practice the strat we learned in night 4. L1, R1, circle, XX, circle, L1, circle. And just keep winding the music box a good 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And flicker your light at Foxy. Alright, so we don't hear any more music, so we can just stay on here. Just stay on here. Even if Mangle's here, she can't leave until you get off this camera. And just stay on this camera until you start hearing the music again. Alright, you heard it, so we're gonna look around. Mangle usually will be gone by now. Let's see. Look at I just switched up there sometimes. I don't think you should. Okay, see, Toy Bonnie's already gone. Alright, so BB's in the vent, I'm pretty sure. I'm not gonna check because there's not time to. Mangle is aggroed. I didn't even notice she was gone until it just appeared in my hallway. Once you hear that, that means Mangle is moving around and it's closer. Mangle is pretty close to you. Alright, so I heard BB, L1, R1, and I'm gonna check just in case, and he's there. And he's gone. Just gotta listen for the thumping. Alright, something else is in the vents. Don't know what, but we practiced the strat, I think, with her Chica. Oh, no, it's Mangle. I thought it was Chica. See, I don't even know which animatronic is going in the vents. It's hard to keep track of that. You don't need to keep track of that, though, really, if you're doing this. Like nights 4, and it helps to keep track. That's why I've said to do it on nights 4 and below. But really, at this point, you can't really do that, and it's okay if you can't. You don't need to know which animatronic is going in the vents as long as you're checking around the office and stuff. And you keep flipping the mask down every time you pull down your camera, or it gets pulled down. And I got a Wither Chica. So wait, like, a little bit. Night 6, we're gonna start discussing some strats. A few more strats, just because night 6 gets way harder. Like, way harder. Alright, so BB's here. Put the mask down. See, you'll hear the wrong vent noise and you'll think it's BB leaving, but it's just something else going in the vents. So that's why you want to wait 5 seconds. Wind up the box. Not too long. You don't want to be on it too long or you might die, or you might get your camera pulled down. Also, some things to note with Foxy. He cannot attack if there's a blackout happening, or if, like, you can't shine your light, like your light's disabled because something's moving into the hallway. He can't attack during either of those scenarios. So you'll be fine if you haven't flashed Foxy for a good bit of time. But it's always good to flash Foxy, because if you don't, well, you're dead. Foxy is very RNG in 1020, I will say. Alright, so we're just looking around. And we're gonna put on our mask because Wither Chica's here. And anyway, we're putting the mask anyway just to be prepared. And I'm surprised I haven't seen a toy animatronic up here yet. Mask. And we're just gonna keep repeating everything. I've said this 1,000 times, but I just want to make sure. Okay, Freddy's right there. That means he can be in killing position. I also want to note that, remember how I said that Toy Freddy can be stopped if he's close enough in the hallway and you put your mask on. It's the same with Withered Freddy. If you have the mask on, when Withered Freddy's in the hall, he'll go away. Let's see, did he? Nope, he didn't. He's still there. Yeah, you don't want to keep check. You don't want to check around like that, like I did. It's not very good, but I know what I'm doing, so that's why I do it. You might not know what you're doing, so you want to be careful. Alright, so let's put on the mask for Mangle. And try and flash Foxy. If you can, it's fine. Pull up your camera, and there we go. Can't use my light. It's alright though. And we got Freddy. It's kind of rare to see Freddy because he's always being stopped by the mask. Usually when he appears in the door, you'll have your mask on when he's at the door and he'll just leave, so you barely see him. Especially in 1020, because there's so many blackouts happening and stuff. Alright, so don't care about what's in the vents. Don't need to keep track of it really. You can listen for how close Balloon Boy is, because the closer he is, the louder he is when he makes his noises. And there's Mangle. Go away, Mangle. And we're back on the music box. Wind it all the way up, if you have enough time to. go. Wait, a little more, and put your camera back up. Oh, and I got it pulled down. See, for me, I get a sound cue. If something happens, I hear it. Like, I hear my camera being pulled down and the blackout noise, and then that's a trigger for me to pull my camera down. Everyone's different, though. So, Toy Freddy's in the hallway. We're fine. He can't be stopped at that point. He can once he gets closer. I'm using my flashlight a little too much, but it's alright. I'm not gonna go out of my flashlight power. I'm surprised I haven't seen a toy animatronic. Okay, so there's Mangle. Oh, Mangle left really fast. It's rare for Mangle to leave that fast. Oh, and we won. I like to turn to the left so I can check the left vent really quick and then the right one. Okay, so we've beaten the main game, the main 5 nights. Now we're gonna do the 6th night, the final night of this tutorial video. And night 6 is exponentially harder than night 5. I want to get that out of the way. Foxy is at a 15 AI by the end of the night. That's only 3 away from his max cap AI, which is 18. No, it's only 2 away, actually, from his max AI, which is 17, not 18. Alright, so we're gonna do night 6, and we're gonna have to be a lot more careful. I might even die here, because night 6 is difficult. Okay, so as soon as you load in, go down, and start winding the music box, I'm muting the call. You're just gonna stay on here until you hear music. This is gonna be a little bit similar to my 1020 guide, because there's one new character, by the way, and that's Golden Freddy. And if you keep putting your mask down every time you put your camera down, then you'll be fine. Foxy is very aggressive, so you wanna make sure to flash him a lot. And I can just keep flashing Foxy, as I know there's nothing in the vents, so I don't need to check the vents. And this night, almost every animatronic is pretty active. Every 11 animatronics in this game is active here. And they're quite active. Alright, so nothing's there, so I'm just gonna stay on my camera and keep winding the music box. I would say the first 2 hours of night 6 are pretty chill. Nights 2 AM to 4 AM though gets hectic. Night 4 to 6 AM, it's very bad. Okay, so BB's here. I'm gonna get rid of him real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's very risky. I could have died to Foxy, but I didn't. You usually want to flash Foxy a little bit before putting your mask on, because there's nothing stopping Foxy from the hallway and you. If there's nothing going on in the hallway and there's no blackout, which in this case there wasn't. I don't know exactly what AI Foxy's at right now, but I just know he's very aggressive on night 6. And he scares me. Ever since 1020 mode, I've had PTSD from him, just because he's so random. We're gonna keep doing this though. Putting the camera down, the mask down. And if Foxy's not there, don't use the light too much. There's no reason to, as no other animatronic is affected by it. Unless you want to stall the animatronic in the hallway, but eventually they're gonna get through anyway. Oh, BB is really annoying. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, wind the music box. It's 2 AM. Oh. We saw our first animatronic at 2 AM. That's surprising. Usually it'll be 12 AM or 1 AM, but for me it was 2 AM. I got lucky. Yeah, at this point things are gonna get hard. As you saw, whether Bonnie got into my office very quickly from the hallway. I feel like every animatronic is on their double digits right now, but I wouldn't know. Oh my gosh, BB, I swear. Oh, and there's our first Golden Freddy encounter. Is BB here? Nope. Oh, Toy Bonnie was though. First time we saw Toy Bonnie in a while. Oh, and old Freddy's there. We gotta wind the music box a little though. Keep the music, keep the mask on for 0.75 seconds longer to get rid of Toy Chica and BB if there's a blackout happening. I went over this in my 1020 guide, but it's helpful. See, BB's in the vent right now, 0.75 seconds longer, and he's gone. And so is Toy Chica. You don't even have to check the left vent if you don't want to. I do, but you don't have to. I do it just so you guys can see. I mean, it just helps if you want to know exactly if there's an animatronic there. You're gonna have to check it anyway if there's no blackout. Which, half the time there is, and half the time there isn't for the 6th night. So 5 seconds longer. This doesn't work with Toy Bonnie though, so sucks for that, but it does work with every other animatronic, so you're gonna have to check the right vent either way. Please. Oh. My camera keeps getting pulled down. This is not good. If I get a Toy Bonnie, I might be dead. Nope. You don't want Toy Bonnie after a blackout on night 6 or anything. Oh, and we got it at a good time though. We got Toy Bonnie at a good time. I like to stare this way because it's just cool, and because you don't need to check the left end at all. And we got a old Freddy. 10 Toy Freddy's in the hall. Okay, it's 4 AM now, so I'm gonna wind it up, and that was risky. I could die to Foxy. Foxy is like very aggressive right now. Freddy's close. We don't have time to get him away through the door, so he's gonna have to enter our office. But he might go away since my mask was down. No, he didn't. So yeah, that's our first time getting Toy Freddy in the office. Come on, music box up. Just, this is, we went over this. Should get it, but night 6 rarely is RNG. Usually it's just luck, but sometimes I've died a few times to RNG. Toy Bonnie can show up at horrible times on this too. No, it's not just 1020 mode. It's up like right there. I'm not gonna die, I don't think, because I had the music box wound all the way up, but it can happen. Just don't get my camera pulled down, please. See, if I got my camera pulled down, I would have died. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. At this point, you guys can see that my music box is getting very low. Honestly, though, I can't help it. Night 6, it's just juggling between keep the music box wound up, and luckily I got it all the way back to full charge. So he won. Got it pulled down. You're gonna get it pulled down a lot, probably. You just have to be ready to put your mask down at any time. Like if you're on controller, have your finger over the trigger to put your camera down. I mean, put your mask down. Okay, we should win then. We're pretty close. We're good. Oh, yep, there we go. We won. So that's the first 6 nights, and then you unlock custom night. Jeremy Fitzgerald. $20.10. So yeah, that's what you get for doing night 6. You get $20, and then you unlock the custom night with all these presets. You got 2020, 2020, New and Shiny, Double Trouble, Night of Misfits, Foxy Foxy, Ladies Night, Freddy Circus, Cupcake Challenge, Fazbear Fever, and Gold Freddy. I would say this one's not very hard. This one's not very hard. Not very hard at all. Not hard at all. This one is very weird. I feel like it's a little bit RNG reliant. I don't know. Foxy Foxy's weird. Foxy is very RNG for me, at least from my experiences, so I don't like Foxy Foxy. In fact, this was the last preset I finished. I did every other preset except for this one, and then I did it. Ladies Night, not hard. Freddy Circus, not too bad. There's a lot of animatronics, but it's not as bad as it looks. Cupcake Challenge, not too bad. Fazbear Fever, It's a little bit more worse than night 6, but just a little bit. It should be fine though. And this is the hardest challenge, so obviously yes, it's hard. It's very RNG based, so yeah, you're gonna you could be putting in 1 attempt, or you could be putting in hours upon days of just doing this if you're really dedicated. I would only do this though if you enjoy the game enough to be dedicated to it, or want the challenge. It's not really too worth it to me. I still did it because I'm a completionist and I felt good after beating it, and you will if you do beat it, but it's not very pleasant doing it. It's very stressful. This stupid guy and this stupid guy. Nothing else is a problem except for the others. Here, let me check the comments real quick. Broadcast comments. I'm on my dad's account. Hi, hola, hello. Oh, hello. Hey, I'm not sure. Alright, let me look. I got another comment just now. How to beat 1020 mode. Okay, I'll do a guide on it, but I'll go over it real quick, but I'm not gonna be able to beat it. I very well doubt it, as it's very RNG based. So Toy Bonnie is probably gonna kill me, and Foxy could kill me too. Or not Toy Bonnie. Toy Bonnie probably won't kill me, but it's gonna be Foxy or the puppet, one of them. But I'll go over it really quick. I'm not gonna beat it because it took me hours to beat it the first time, and I don't think I'll get that lucky, but I'll do it. So the strat here. Right vent camp strat. I also posted a tutorial on my YouTube channel. If this didn't help enough, go to my YouTube channel in that video. You're gonna wind the music box, and you're gonna wait till you hear the sounds. Right there. Flash the light. Put the mouse down. You want to be very aggressive here. You want to follow a timer too. First 18 seconds. I don't have a timer right now, but you want one. Because I spawned Toy Freddy, and you want to wait 5 seconds longer. You don't want to check the left vent. And I got my camera pulled down, so I'm in a bad cycle right now. See, I already got unlucky. Oh my gosh, see, I'm already dead. Like, that's terrible. Oh, I'm not dead, okay. But, yeah, I almost died, so you just want to spam your light. If you can't, don't worry about it. Foxy's annoying anyway. You want to keep your mask down a little longer after blackout, 5 seconds longer. So you get rid of Twitchy and DB. Oh, and I still died, see? That just happens though. It's luck. It's literally just luck. But yeah. If you want the full guide, just go to my YouTube channel and scroll a little down, and it's how to beat 1020 Golden Freddy mode. I'm not gonna do it here because it's gonna be too long. Yeah, no, I don't want to. I just don't feel like doing this again. If anyone wants any more guides on any of the presets, I will make another stream on that, as they're all pretty easy. I can do all of them except Golden Freddy. That will be its own thing, but I've already streamed this and done guides, so I doubt I'll do it again. But I will do, you know, all of these. Yeah. That's the game, so hopefully this helped you guys beat nights 1 to 6, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.